Good morning, YouTubians. It's Kemit's Ghost. It's Monday, the 15th of December, and it is absolutely bitter cold outside. It actually snowed in Brighton last night, but it's mainly cleared away now. Just a little bit icy underfoot, that's all. So I'm going to head up to town by car. Going to grab a nice hot coffee from Costa, and then I'll take you around HMV, show you exactly what is out. There's quite a lot of titles released today, and I'm after quite a few. Hopefully they've got them all in stock. I've also got some subscriber mail to show you and a trade parcel as well. Now, this being just, well, less than 2 weeks to Christmas now, this will probably be the last Blu-ray hunt leading up to Christmas, and I'll probably pick it up again maybe, well, January the 2nd is a Monday, but that's my birthday, so I'll probably do it on the Tuesday because I might have plans on that Monday. I'm also going to pop up in other people's videos as well. Probably next Monday there will be one, and also a live stream as well, and I've got that Christmas video I'm doing as well, so you will see me around. So I'm going to head up to town now, grab a coffee, see what's out, and I'll bring you back, show you what I picked up. I'll see you in a bit. So I thought I'd take the lift down to show you this that they were constructing a few weeks ago. It's complete now, and it's just a four-legged thing. I don't know, every hour on the hour it lights up for one song and then it dies for the rest of the time. Complete and utter waste of time. Anyway, enough of that. Into HMV, go over to the new and trending and see exactly what they've got on their shelves this week. So the first title today is Amsterdam. Disney released this one. It's got an impressive cast, directed by David O. Russell. It's a 15 certificate and has a runtime 134 minutes. One of those thin cases, don't like that. Blu-ray is $14.99, DVD is $9.99. So Ticket to Paradise next, again only on Blu-ray and DVD. Both come with a lovely glossy slipcover. This stars Julia Roberts and George Clooney. $14.99 for the Blu-ray, $9.99 for the DVD. Now this romantic comedy has a 12 certificate. Well, now I'm really annoyed that Warner Brothers have decided to ditch the Blu-ray release of this British comedy drama, The Lost King. Fingers crossed Germany will put it out sometime on Blu-ray. Next is the Criterion release of Mississippi Masala, a romantic drama from 1991. This 118-minute movie stars Denzel Washington, so I may have to pop back and pick it up. $22.99. Next is Ghost Watch, back in a standard release this time. This 1992 supernatural horror from 101 Films and priced at $14.99. No slipcover for this one today. Next is The Forgiven. This dark humoured psychological thriller stars Ralph Fiennes, Jessica Chastain and Matt Smith, and the film takes place over one weekend in Morocco. This is priced at just $12.99. Next is Reacher Season 1. This 3-disc set has a 15 certificate and is priced at $24.99. It's worth every single penny. It's a great show. Season 2 has been greenlit. If you like murder mysteries, then this is the show for you. Next is Better Call Saul, the 6th and final season with Bob Odenkirk as the title character. $29.99 for this Blu-ray release. Has a 15 certificate and unfortunately didn't come with a slipcover today. Raised by Wolves Season 2 next, and this show has been cancelled unfortunately, and the two killer androids are joined by a third one in this final season. This is yours for $29.99. Comes with a nice slipcover. So next is Silent Running on 4K from Arrow. I do have the Eureka release, so I won't be double dipping today. This is $21.99, and there are a couple of releases of this from Arrow today, but this was the only copy that I could find. Next is an 88 Films 4K release of Cannibal Holocaust, a horror film from 1980. This has got a runtime of just 92 minutes. It is also available on Blu-ray on the Shameless label, and it has been since 2011. 4K is priced at $24.99 and the Blu-ray is priced at $19.99. Both of these do have very nice artwork on the slipcovers. Next is City Lights, a Charlie Chaplin classic released through the Criterion label. This 1931 drama has a runtime of 87 minutes and is yours for £22.99. So next is Adrift in Tokyo from 2007. This comedy drama is from Japan and it was released through Third Window Films, and it has a runtime of 101 minutes and is yours for $17.99. Some anime now, and the first one is Inspector Season 1. This 2-disc set is from 2020 and has a runtime of 288 minutes. This is priced at $26.99. And the other one is Lupin the Third Part 5. This is from 2018. It's got a runtime of 552 minutes and is priced at $32.99. Comes with a 15 certificate. And the last one to show you today is The Outer Limits, the entire series, which ran from 1963 to 65. 2 seasons, total runtime 2,499 minutes. Gotta say, it's vastly overpriced in HMV today. They want $74.99. You can order it from Amazon for $59.99, and it is as big as a DVD. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, quite a bit to get through today. Got some subscriber mail here. These three at the bottom that are not facing you, part of a trade. The rest are new pickups today. So, let's crack on with it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a parcel that turned up from a fellow YouTuber called Dennis. His channel is The Blue Corner. Go and check him out. Wasn't actually expecting this parcel till after Christmas maybe. So what I'm going to do is send yours out after Christmas because of the queues at the post office at the moment. And if I send it now, it's not going to get to you till after Christmas anyway. So let's see what Dennis has sent me. Well, Dennis has kindly sent me 3 Bruce Willis movies. The first one I'm going to talk about is The Whole 10 Yards, made in the year 2002. Made between Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, where Bruce was uncredited, and Ocean's 12, where he pops up in a cameo role. It's a crime comedy directed by Howard Deutsch. He's made some brilliant films over the years. He made Grumpy Old Men 1 and 2. He made The Great Outdoors, Some Kind of Wonderful, Pretty in Pink, and a whole bunch of others. Now, alongside Bruce Willis, this stars Matthew Perry, Amanda Peet, and Kevin Pollak. And this, by the way, is a sequel to The Whole 9 Yards from the year 2000. This one's a whole lot less successful than the first film. It's actually lost 20 million at the box office, probably because they made it a little bit more family friendly, reduced the violence and the age logo, that kind of thing. And it's also reported by Matthew Perry that throughout most of the film he had to stop for rehab as he was addicted to drugs at the time of filming. Bruce, aka the Tulip, is a retired assassin, and thanks to his old neighbour Oz, who fakes his dental records, he's now living a regular life, albeit complicated. His ex-wife Cynthia is now with Oz, and his old boss keeps turning up. Now, this is a decent comedy, I'd say, but the first one's a little bit better. It's got a runtime of 99 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So there's the disc with the image from the front cover. And on the inside reverse of the cover, they've put an advertisement for films that are also available on Blu-ray. So that was The Whole 10 Yards. Just need to find The Whole 9 Yards now. Okay, next title is Fortress Sniper's Eye, which is a sequel to The Fortress, which I have shown on this channel before. This one is directed by Josh Sternfield, who didn't direct the first film, oddly enough, but this sees most of the original cast return. Bruce Willis, obviously, as Robert Michaels. He is a retired CIA agent. His son Paul, played by Jesse Metcalfe, is back. We've also got Chad Michael Murray playing Frederick Balzari. He's the baddie of the film. And of course you've got Kelly Grayson as Kate Taylor, who is a kick-ass security personnel at the Fortress. Now, this is the second film of a trilogy. First one was, I would say, was better than I was expecting. I mean, it's not Bruce Willis back on form, far from it, but it's one of those better straight to DVD or Blu-ray in this case films of his last half dozen movies or so. As I said, I've not seen this one, but I'm expecting most of the same, as it's filmed back to back with the first one. The first one was actually filmed in Portugal, and it had Bruce living in a secure fortress for ex-CIA personnel, and it was targeted by a gang headed up by a determined criminal called Balzari. Bruce, or Robert in the film, at the time was being visited by his embittered son Paul, who wanted money out of him. And in this one, Robert's wife Melissa gets kidnapped and they have to go and look for her, or so I've read anyway. I've not seen this one yet. This has got a runtime of 97 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the image from the front cover has been put onto the disc. So that was Fortress Sniper's Eye. Okay, so the last title from Dennis is Wire Room. This is from 2022, and this is one of 12 movies that Bruce has made this year alone. Incredible. Now in this he's playing Sean Mueller. He's an agent in charge of running a wire room, and a wire room is a central command communication hub, or basically just a room with a bunch of computers, a phone line and lots of cameras that's linked to a safe house. And from there they can keep an eye on an asset, and in this case the asset is Eddie Flynn, who is a cartel member. And it just so happens that the wire room's operator is a new recruit called Justin Rosa, played by Kevin Dillon. Now Kevin is Matt Dillon's brother, and he's worked with Bruce before in A Day to Die. This also stars Cameron Douglas as Mike Axum. With a name like that, he's bound to be a baddie. Cameron is Michael Douglas's eldest son, and it also stars Texas Battle. Yeah, that's his real name, Texas Battle, and he's starred alongside Bruce Willis on 6 films now, all straight to DVD release. Anyway, it's for the baddies being shot at, and it stars Bruce Willis. What more do you need? What's that you say? Story as well? I say you're being a little bit too fussy. It's got a runtime of 96 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the cover image, which is kind of dark and hard to make out, is put onto the disc. So that was Wire Room. So that's another 3 Bruce Willis films for my collection. Thank you so much to Dennis over at the Blue Corner. A link to his channel will be down below. Be sure to go and check him out. Cheers, mate. Next thing to show you is subscriber mail. And I was messaged by a guy called Les, who simply said he was going to send me something. which arrived like 6 o'clock in the evening a few days ago, and I've been stumped ever since. I'm dying to find out what's in this. So what could it possibly be? It's very solid. Let's open it up, take a look. Okay, so there is a note. I'll put it up in the corner and you can read along with me. Hi Alan, thought you might enjoy this as you're very interested in history. If you have this by some chance, I'm sure you'll find a good home for it. Just a thank you for all the hard work you put into your channel. Kind regards, Les. Well, that's very kind of you, Les. Let's see what Les has sent me. So Les has sent me this. It's like an information pack here. You got war on the home front, experienced life in Britain during the Second World War, and you've got lots of stuff on the back as well. I'm going to open it up, take a closer look. I have something similar to this on Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, where you get lots of little fragments from that era, and this looks to be pretty much the same, which is really nice because I love these types of books, really sort of interactive. Yeah, this is all like you've got the Blitz in the UK, and you have all these little pull-out things like facsimiles of letters from like Chamberlain. In this case, you'll have ones from everybody during the war, really, or you've got newspaper cuttings. I should imagine there's a ration book in here as well. This is absolutely amazing. Now, you know I love history, and you know that well, you may know I love books as well. If I didn't have a library of movies, I would have a library of books. It was going to go either way, so I had more films than books. Absolutely love this. Look at this. There's a sheet here. Ooh, I'll put that back in there. I don't want to get it out just yet. This is probably on the Enigma code, Alan Turing's Enigma code, as there's an Enigma machine right there. Fascinating stuff. As I said, love history, and I've got a similar book like this, Christmas Carol, which tells of like Victorian stories and stuff like that. Lots of pullouts. Brilliant. Absolutely love this type of book. That is amazing. Oh, there, and information there. There's a little sheet there. If you meet an American soldier, they're insignia because they're different to the UK ones. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. I'm going to love going through this. I've still got a few pages left of the Christmas book to go through, and I'll finish that, and then I will get straight onto this. I'm actually reading a Christmas Carol at the moment, which I do every time this time of year. Look at that, it's a newspaper pullout. That is like a printed copy of the newspaper of the Times. It's got a date on there, 8th of May 1945. Love this. Actually, my mother would love this as well, because she's always telling me about her stories when she was evacuated. So that is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Les. I appreciate that. I will go through that and get you some facts and figures and probably insert it into one of my videos. Appreciate it, mate. Cheers. Okay, so next is Better Call Saul Season 6. This is the final season, and it follows the life of the criminal lawyer Saul Goodman, being played by Bob Odenkirk. And if you've seen Breaking Bad, you're going to know his character. He skirts around the law to serve his own interests and those of the crooked. And in this, you have familiar names from this show as well as Breaking Bad back. You've got Jonathan Banks as Mike, Giancarlo Esposito as Gus, you've got Michael Mando as Nacho, as well as the lovely Rhea Seehorn as Kim Wexler, although she's only in this show, not Breaking Bad. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers away in case you haven't seen this one yet, but I do recommend this show, especially if you've watched Breaking Bad. This one is set 4 years before, and then it jumps ahead. I'm not going to tell you where it jumps ahead to, so that's quite a big spoiler. It's reported actually that Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack during filming of a 12-hour stint straight, and then he went straight onto an exercise bike, and as a result he had 2 stents put in his heart. There's a total of 13 episodes on this. Brilliant show. Let's take a look inside. So there are 4 discs in this set. Each one has a different image, and on the reverse of the cover there is an episode guide. So that was Better Call Saul, the 6th and final season. Okay, next title to show you is Reacher. This aired on Amazon Prime and is based on the character created by Lee Child. Now, Reacher is played by Alan Richardson, who is an ex-military investigator, and he kind of wanders from town to town with no belongings. He stumbles on crimes and he solves them. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, in this, he investigates his brother's murder. His brother was also an investigator, but with the Secret Service. And Reacher teams up reluctantly with the local police captain, Oscar Finley, played brilliantly by Malcolm Goodwin, and Officer Roscoe Conklin, played by Willa Fitzgerald. Now, I say he teams up reluctantly because A, he likes to work alone, and B, because they arrest him at the start of the show and treat him as the main suspect to his brother's murder. Now, I cannot recommend this show enough. Funny, tense, clever, excellent action sequences and storylines. Just 8 episodes in this in total, and each one's around about the 50-minute mark, giving a complete runtime of 384 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the image on the slipcover and the cover are exactly the same. There are 3 plain discs, and on the reverse of the cover is an episode guide. So that was Reacher Season 1. Next title is Ticket to Paradise, a romantic comedy from this year, directed by Ol Parker, who directed A Boy from Christmas, which I picked up a couple of weeks ago. This one stars George Clooney and Julia Roberts as a divorced couple, David and Georgia, who absolutely detest one another. They've been separated now for 20 years, but they've got to put their differences aside when their daughter Lily, played by Caitlin Dever, tells them via an email whilst on holiday in Bali that she is getting married, and she's only just met the man just weeks before. He saved her life on the island, and on top of that she's given up her future as a lawyer, as she's only just graduated as well, by the way. Meanwhile, whilst on the plane to Bali, Georgia's boyfriend happens to be on board. Now he's the pilot, and he's arranged to be on that flight so he can be in Bali to propose to Georgia. So, David and Georgia have to scupper the wedding plans by hiding the rings, that kind of thing. But I think you all know where this is going to head. It is a romantic comedy after all. Music in this is from Lorne Belf, who's an excellent composer, and it's got a runtime of just 104 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover and the cover have exactly the same image, and that image is put onto the disc. So that was Ticket to Paradise. Okay, next title to show you is Amsterdam. This is a comedy thriller from this year, and this is directed by David O. Russell, the man behind Three Kings and Silver Linings Playbook, as well as many others as well. This movie has got so many excellent actors in it. You've got Christian Bale, you've got Margot Robbie, John Taylor Washington, Anya Taylor-Joy, Robert De Niro, Rami Malek, Mike Myers, Chris Rock, Zoe Saldana, Michael Shannon, and more besides. So surely this has got to be a fantastic movie. Let's see. It starts off in 1918. 2 of the 3 main characters, Bell playing Bert, Washington playing Harold. They are soldiers. They meet during World War I. Both get injured. Then we're introduced to our 3rd main character, Valerie, played by Margot Robbie. She's a nurse and she helps them back to good health, and they all bond and then move to Amsterdam. Cut to 15 years later, and they all go their separate ways. Bert and Harold head back to New York for different reasons, and Valerie stays behind. Whilst in New York, Bert and Harold meet up and they're trying to solve the murder of their former commander, and they're also being framed for a murder of a woman on the street, and they're trying to clear their name for that one as well. So 2 things are actually linked, and Valerie gets caught up with them. And a lot of people are saying that the additional storylines are convoluted and the characters are badly written, but we shall see. This also stars the singer Taylor Swift, of all people. So there you have it. It's got a runtime of 134 minutes, so quite a long film. Let's take a look inside. Well, there is just a plain blue disc. So that was Amsterdam. So next and last is Season 2 of Raised by Wolves. Now I went over Season 1 when I picked it up 4 months ago, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on the story, but the overall concept is this. 2 androids sent to a planet called Kepler 22b. The 2 androids are known as Mother and Father. They're ex-war machines reprogrammed to raise the last remaining humans from Earth, which has been decimated by war, by the way. And in this season, Mother and Father, extremely dangerous androids, are accompanied by another one called Grandmother, played by Selena Jones. Now, despite this season getting very high praise, Warner Brothers has decided not to continue with any further seasons. This aired from February the 3rd, 2022 through to March the 17th, 2022, and it consists of just 8 episodes. So just 2 less than the first season. Let's take a look inside. So the image on the slipcover is exactly the same as the image on the cover. There are 2 discs, and on the reverse of the cover is an episode listing. So that was Raised by Wolves Season 2. So that was it. Have you seen any of those or plan to pick them up, or just want to leave a comment, then do so down below. I will read every single one and try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? On that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.